Hi guys, so today I'm doing a video on breakups and relationship breakdowns. So I suppose when we look at breakups, I mean, it's an emotional roller coaster, right? We go through different periods of feeling anger, feeling blame, feeling sadness, and I mean, like we've lost someone for good. You know, there's that grief attached to it. People who are 13 stepping, you know, if they're in addiction recovery and they're dating someone who is also an addict. Or is currently using, I mean, it's really not going to help their recovery, you know. So it's also about being ready, you know. It's about being ready to move on. A lot of people, you know, go through breakups and they try to replace that person that they spent so much of their energy on. I mean, you know, you're probably spending about 75% of your energy on someone who is, you know, living with you or spending the majority of their time with you if you're in a relationship with them. So when you lose them, of course you're going to feel empty. You know, there's going to be a hole in your life. Unless you're living, you know, two separate independent lives, then you'll probably, you know, miss something. There will probably be some kind of hole. And we can go through different ways of thinking and different ways of trying to replace or fill that hole. And there are healthy and unhealthy ways, right? So an unhealthy way might be substance abuse, using alcohol, you know, getting into fights, isolating, going through, you know, negative thinking patterns of I'm not good enough, I'm a piece of crap, you know, suicidal thoughts. There are you know, times when you might be driving on the road and you might not be paying attention and you might get into a car accident. I mean, when you're emotionally unwell, when you're going through a loss, there are a multitude of things that we can act out. We can go and try and chase, you know, love or other and we can act out risky behaviors. So we might go to someone's house in the middle of the night that we don't know. We never know what's going to happen if we act out those kinds of behaviors out of desperation, really, for care and attention. So the other option is, right, stop focusing on the other person, because it's not going to help you. It's going to make you jealous. You're going to be thinking, what are they doing? Who are they talking to? Why don't they care about me? What's wrong with me? You know, and it doesn't matter why you guys broke up. There are so many different reasons on why people break up. So many. But at the end of the day, you know, we're not doing ourselves any favors by thinking about what the other person is doing or thinking about you. Bring it back to yourself. What have you always wanted to do? What can you fill this hole in your life with? I mean, you have so much extra time now that you can fill with something amazing that you've always wanted to do. You know, can you start that course you've always wanted to do? Can you join a meetup group and get that socialization from somewhere else? We're looking at this need, right? This is the need, okay? And we're walking straight ahead in a straight line, and we don't think that there's any other way to get it other than that person who was familiar, who gave us what we needed. Or maybe they didn't, but we thought they did, right? That's why we missed them. So, you know, something to think about is there are multiple ways to meet your need. You know, if your need is for connection, join a meetup group, you know, talk to people at the pub, talk to your friends, you know, go out and have a family do, you know, go online and talk to people from with the same interest. You know, there are all different ways And if you're in recovery and you're dry, probably don't go to the pub for connection. Probably best not to. Okay, anyway, what I was getting at is there are all different ways to meet that need, okay? And I feel as though when it's familiar, when we know someone, we've had them come into our lives before, then the biggest thing is that we run back to that familiarity. You know, we try to not seek out anything new, because new is uncertain, right? So we focus on what we knew, you know, met that need, and we do that instead of facing our fears of being alone, looking at the attachment that we've created and understanding that love and attachment are two different things. And even if we do love someone, that doesn't mean that you know, things don't happen for a reason. There are reasons that we break up with people, and sometimes people get back together, and that's okay. Sometimes they get back together and it's not okay. So look, there are you know, but don't hold out hope that that person is going to be the right person for you if they aren't right now. There's a reason that you've broken up with them, you know. So but you don't need to replace that person with another person, you know. You can replace it with a multiple things. You've got so much time on your hands now. You can fill it with amazing things that make you feel success and achievement, and you know, maybe a promotion at work because you're so dedicated now because you don't have anyone to come home to. And I mean, I know it sucks, don't have anyone to come home to, but at the same time, I mean, maybe focus on, like I said, the other things, your family, your kids, your whatever. Take them out, you know, show people you appreciate them. Work on that book you've always wanted to do. You know, if you don't have someone talking to you all the time or asking about your day, and your emotional energy is getting split this way and that way because they want you to please them, and that's normal relationship stuff, right? Now you can just sit there and isolate and work on your book and do whatever. Go on a photography trip. Do something that refreshes you and makes you realize how much you care about you as opposed to how much you cared about them. Because we can definitely do that. We can get caught in this thinking trap of, oh my gosh, what are they doing? Who are they seeing? Oh, I can't live without them. I'm going to be, you know, completely unable to function. You functioned before you met them. So, of course you can do it again. There's the evidence right there. But now you know them. So it's different, right? No, it's not different. You are the same person, if not better. You have learnt so much from that relationship, right? Even if it was bad things, even if you learnt, I don't want to talk to anyone like that ever again. You've learnt so much. You are better than you were before because you have more wisdom, you have more knowledge, you know, you know yourself better than you did before. And if you don't, find yourself. That is so much better than finding somebody else to replace that person that just left when you don't even know who you are, because you're going to attract the same type of person as you are in that moment. And that's why it's a bad idea to look for a relationship when you've just come out of one, because you know, you're going to be sitting there talking about your ex and talking about how sad you are and going through ups and downs of feeling amazing and feeling not amazing. And what stable person really wants to deal with that in a new relationship? Someone who's talking about their ex and isn't over them and, you know, is mad all the time about what they did. And a stable, you know, person who has got their life sorted wants to meet another person in the exact same position. They want someone who's ready, willing, you know, going to grow with them. So be that person, but not right now. You need to focus on healing and grieving and going through that process. And you know what? If you have gone through that process, awesome! Go chase down your stable person if that's what you think you need. But, you know, fill your life with all of those other amazing things that give you joy and satisfaction. and try and look at the different perspectives. You know, you could look at it as you lost something, or you could look at it as, yes, I lost something. I'm entitled to feel sad. I'm entitled to grieve. I'm entitled to appreciate the gifts that I received from having that person in my life. You know, not only did I get acceptance and love and all of these amazing things, but, you know, I got their time. They offered me their time. I learned so much from them. You know, I am so lucky that I was able to have that person in my life. Think of it like that. And then, you know, if they're gone, I was so lucky. I'm going to think of all the good times and all of the bad times and try and learn from that. And, you know, and try and appreciate the fact that somebody loved me. You know, somebody loved me, and somebody will love you again. That's evidence to say somebody will love you again. And you know what? If things work out with the person that you've just broken up with, or maybe you broke up with them quite some time ago, then it'll be them loving you again. But watch out for familiarity. We can always get drawn back to what we already know, and that is also something that happens in domestic violence. People who've been in domestic violence relationships or had traumatic childhoods can be drawn to familiarity. So you might think, oh, this person's really amazing, when they're really not. Yeah, they're really not. Stay away. So it is very interesting to keep an eye out for those traits, especially when you're vulnerable and you're not doing well. You're probably going to miss those giant red flags saying, I'm a toxic person. So just keep safe, guys. Reach out to people who are safe people and can be trusted, and you know, we'll look after you when you're not doing well. We'll give you some logical advice, not just, yeah, he was crap. It doesn't matter. Who cares? What about me? I want to be better. You know, like, I don't think it's about tearing another person down. I think it is about improving yourself. So let's change our perspectives and start understanding that everybody has good in them. Everybody has taught us things, whether they're good or bad lessons. And, you know, we can get through this traumatic loss that we've experienced and come into a place where we accept that it's amazing that we, you know, had that time, and what can we do with our time now that's going to benefit us, that's going to progress our life, that's going to make us really happy. Okay, I'm going to go and think some more. That's been my reflection recently. As everybody has probably realized, I have recently gone through a breakup, and I care very much for him, and I am very thankful. And this is the process that I have been down. Is that, you know what, I am so lucky that I was given the time to have all of the people that I've dated in my life. You know, they all taught me things, they all showed me things, they all gave me gifts, and I'm not meaning actual gifts. I'm meaning gifts of value that you can keep with you forever, not a diamond. Actual lessons that have improved me as a person and have taught me things about who I am and who I want to be. So yeah, I want to say thank you, you know, to everybody who follows my channel, and everyone who's supported me through the breakup. And I want to say thank you to all my exes for allowing me to grow and be a better person. Okay, have a good week, guys. Try and appreciate what's come into your life, and try and look at how you can grow and be a better person, and stop focusing on everybody else and start focusing on what you want and go and get it. Okay, bye.